Am I the for refusing to be my best friend's maid of honor and possibly not attending the wedding? My best friend, let's call her C, 32 female, and I, 32 female, have been best friends since college, going on 14 years now. This morning... Sorry, cut all of this out, please. I'm a mess.
I ain't cutting none of that out.
This morning, yes you are.
Nah.
Yes you are.
That was funny. I'm keeping that in.
No, I won't film this video.
Okay, fine. God.
Can't do that to me. This morning she informed me that she is getting married to a man she met 2 weeks ago. The wedding is scheduled 2 weeks from now. When they have known... Michael, just read it, please. I'm struggling.
Right, where'd you get to?
Just start from the beginning.
My best friend, let's call her C, 32 female, and I, also 32 female, have been best friends since college, going on 14 years. Can you stop clicking your nails while I'm reading?
If my nails? I'm not clicking my nails, I'm clicking my fingers.
Your fingers. I swear to God, you're going to get choked in a minute. This morning, she informed me that she is getting married to a man she met 2 weeks ago. The wedding is scheduled 2 weeks from now, when they will have known each other for only a month in total. I have never met this man, neither have her parents or any of her siblings. They also plan to conceive as soon as biology allows after the wedding. Only 2 to 3 days of the 2 weeks they have known each other, they have actually seen each other. I advised her that as her best friend, it is my job to tell her when I think she's making a mistake. I begged her to give it some time before she marries him, because if he really is the right person, it won't change between now and 6 months to a year from now. I told her that she has no idea what he will be like as a partner after only 2 weeks. She doesn't know anything about finances, his decision making, how he would support her emotionally, etc. She refuses to listen and insists on going through with the wedding. I told her that I cannot stand next to her as her maid of honor during a wedding I don't support. I might be the arsehole because she really wants me to be there. I am really close with her family as well. So if they support this, which I doubt, but she hasn't even told them yet, they will want me there as well. She's a grown adult and I can't tell her what to do, but I can't stand there and watch her do this. Am I the arsehole?
The girl writing that post is not the arsehole.
Right, I'm going to take a controversial stance and say that she is the arsehole.
Okay.
Although calling her the arsehole and this is very, very harsh, I'm going to pick a side. Mm-hmm. I went through it in my mind and I was thinking, if this was one of my boys, what would I do? And I thought about one guy in particular. I'm not going to say his name, but the group chat will know who it is. And I thought this guy would probably do something crazy like this one day. I can imagine him doing it. And I thought, would I stand by him and watch him do it? And I landed on yes. And the reason I landed on yes was because I can imagine sitting on Discord with him and saying to him, bro, I don't think this is a good idea. Going through all the motions and basically being told to go fuck myself. And then I'd be like, okay, do you know what? I've told you what can go wrong. I've informed you of what can go wrong, but I'm your boy at the end of the day. This is your special day, as ridiculous as it might be. I'm going to go and stand there with you because we've been boys for a long time. And I'm going to watch you crash and burn. I know that might sound messed up as a friend, but I'm trying to think of a friend in this. This is the kind of friend that there is no talking to. There's no talking them out of this. They are going to do it no matter what you say. Everybody's got that friend where you might advise them and try your best. Like if this was you, I would take a different stance. So I think it's person to person. I think if you have a friend like that, you probably already know that they are extremely impulsive and they do extremely stupid things and you've decided to stay friends with them. So with that logic in mind, thinking of this person that I have in my mind, would I reject him and say I ain't coming to your wedding? No, I would stand there and just enjoy the fireworks show. He's my boy at the end of the day. I'm going to support my boy. You may speak.
Sorry?
You may speak.
I completely disagree. I think that you're really not being serious in this episode. You're looking at the whole thing as a joke. This is going to be funny. My boy's getting married to a girl he's known for 2 weeks and yeah, it's probably not going to go well, but I'm going to support him anyway. And it's like, if you actually look at this in a serious light, that's a serious thing. Like, marriage is not, it's not just getting into a relationship with someone. It's not just, it's commitment, it's money, it's papers, it's law. And your best friend is telling you they're going to marry someone they've known for 2 weeks and plan to start having kids with them, and they've only probably seen each other 2 to 3 times within those 2 weeks. Like, it's outrageous, it's irresponsible, and as a friend, you really need to sit there and really talk some sense into them. And if they're not going to listen, and the only way to get through to them is to say, I'm not coming to your wedding and I will not be your maid of honor, and support such a stupid decision, then so be it. You're not an arsehole for not sticking around for that, because it's wrong. It's irresponsible. You don't know someone after 2 weeks of meeting them. You don't know someone 2 to 3 times after meeting them in person. This person could be a serial killer. They could be a fraudster. They could be an abuser. They could be anything. And you want to get married to them, and you want all these people, because they're your family and friends, to show up, take time out, give money, spend money on outfits to go and support somebody that you want to marry after knowing for 2 weeks. Absolutely not. The girl doing it, getting married, is the asshole.
So the way that I'm looking at it is that the kind of person that would make a decision like this is not going to listen to you.
Okay. So I'm not going to be there.
That's fine if you don't want to be there, but in my mind, I'm like, look, this is my boy. I've got boys that do really, really dumb things. And no matter what I say to them, and no matter what I do, no matter how much I might plead, they're going to do it.
Michael, you're smirking when you're saying this.
I'm smirking because I can imagine this scenario.
Yeah, and it's not funny. It's not actually a funny scenario.
I'm sorry. If I find it funny, then it is funny. Are you the king of funny?
You're a bad friend.
I'm not a bad friend.
Yes, you are.
I'm just a realist.
No, you're laughing about it rather than saying, do you know what? My friend needs help. Because you know what? If your boy came up to you and said, Michael, I feel like a girl, what are you going to do? You're the sort of person that will be like, okay, let's try and get you help. Because you don't agree with that and you don't believe in that. Yeah? So if your boy says, Michael, I'm going to get married to this girl that I've known for 2 weeks, you should know that your friend is not okay and your friend needs help. You don't laugh and say, yeah, I'm going to go to a wedding like this is one big joke. No, you help your friend.
But what if you've done everything you can, and even if you don't go, they're going to do it anyway?
Okay, you're not there supporting it.
Maybe I'm not
You're
going
not
to
there
support. Maybe I'm
encouraging
going
it.
there to troll him and ruin it.
You're going to meet up with him every week like, yeah, cool. So what's your colour scheme for your wedding? Oh, what outfit are you going to wear? Let me come help you find some suits. Oh, how many people's coming? Who's coming? Oh, are you really going to do that? You're encouraging it because she's saying she didn't want to be maid of honor. Maid of honor has to be involved. Why are you laughing for?
Because this is a scenario that I can actually imagine happening. I can imagine the entire thing happening. I can imagine all the boys standing there and laughing their asses off.
And you're a bad friend.
It's not that I'm a bad friend. I'm a realist, Sab. If this was you, I know that I can get through to you eventually. You might have your moment, but I know eventually.
I'm stubborn as fuck. Ain't no one getting through to me.
You're stubborn, but you're not dumb.
No, right? Exactly. I would never do that anyway. But
you
wouldn't be able to get through to me if I made that decision.
I think we could. Because you're not. So. Unless you're dumb. If you made a decision like that, then you're dumb. Then there's no point. I might just come support your stupidness. But you're not dumb.
So you still come and support me marrying someone I've known for 2 weeks?
No, because in reality, I know you're not dumb.
But take reality out for a second. Let's say I did. Let's say I did. I said to you tomorrow, Michael, I'm marrying someone I've known for 2 weeks. Are you going to come and support me at that wedding?
No, like I said at the beginning of the video, there's certain people that I know that I'll be like, I'm going to go to this. It's going to be a bit of a fireworks show. And there's certain people that I'm friends with, I'm close with. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm going to double down. I'm going to talk them out of it.
So you're not a true friend to the ones who you would allow to do it. Whoever this is, if you know that Michael's talking about you, just know that Michael is not your real true friend.
The reality is that I don't know how it is for everybody, but I have a very, very large pool of friends. Right? I have friends from all over the place. And I have some friends that do some things that are quite... You love cutting me up, don't you?
Ooh, podcast friends.
Podcast friends?
Ooh, okay, my friends.
Yeah, I've got friends all over the place. And
Sorry.
unfortunately, some of them you can't get through to them. I know people might be sitting behind the camera right now going, oh my God, Michael, I can't believe you're saying that. But I'm telling you, as somebody that doubles down on things like what you just said, like if one of them came up to me and said, oh, I'm going to transition. There are, unfortunately, I have some friends where if they said that to me, no matter what I say to them, they're not going to listen. They're not. Now, I'm not going to push them down a path of chopping off their bits. But there's only so much energy you can expend into certain people. Now, if my friend decides to get married to a woman that is only met for 2 weeks, which again, I can, hopefully you seeing me laugh on this video will snap you out of it.
Do I know him?
No. But
that's no fun.
If you did do something like that, you're an idiot. Like, what am I supposed to do? I have a lot of close friends, and I've got some friends that are even closer, and I know these people are not dumb. But unfortunately, there are some people that their heads are so far up their own asses that there's no talking them out of it. Now, am I going to go and pick suits with them and this and ever? No. I will say to them, if you want me to be your best man at your carnival of a wedding that I don't support, like morally, I don't support this because I don't think you should just flippantly get married to somebody. But if you want me there, if you really, really want me there, then first of all, what I'm going to do is I will show up, but I'm probably going to be laughing the entire, like I'm trying to not laugh on camera right now because I can literally imagine it in my head. I'm not going to buy a new suit. And you have your wedding and then we'll just watch the fireworks. The problem is that people don't live in reality and they don't think that it's possible for these things to happen. I have loads of friends, a majority of them, if this happened, I'd say no, whatever. So I think this being an am I the arsehole maybe is a bit unfair because the friend is not technically the arsehole because she is doing the right thing. But I'm trying to see it from the other side where I do have friends that I can't talk out of it. Maybe I am the arsehole for watching the firework display. But in my mind, I'm like, I know this person is going to do it anyway. I know they're going to do it.
I mean, I judge people who have decided to get married after 2 months of being together, let alone 2 weeks.
Yeah, I judge them as well.
Anything less than a year, I think is just too quick.
Do you have any friends that maybe partake in activities you don't necessarily agree with, but you're still friends with them?
I did have, yes.
You've cut them all off? All of them?
No, I had like a friend who I didn't necessarily, our walks of life did not align or match. You know, I could never do what this friend would do. But we got along well, like, you know, but I didn't cut this friend off for that reason. Like, we just kind of drifted apart.
Well, look, I've got friends that unfortunately do things that I don't agree with. I've even got a friend that recently, well, not recently, but within the last 2 years, decided to transition. And I didn't agree with it, but I knew I couldn't stop him. There was nothing that I could do. Now, I made it very clear to them that I don't play the pronoun game, so you do whatever you want to do, but don't start your bullshit with me. And they went ahead and they did it, and there was nothing that I could do. You know, all I could do was, like, bro, like, you want me to call you Sally now? Is that what we're doing? You know, it's just some people do some shit and they're in your life and they have a positive impact on your life, but they do some really, really crazy shit. And you just sort of weigh it up. Now, I'm not saying you're the arsehole if you decide to cut them out. You're also not the arsehole, but I have a problem cutting people off and not supporting my friends. And that could be to my detriment sometimes.
I think that you should support your friends within reason. I think if your friend wants to marry someone after 2 weeks, no, you don't support that kind of behavior.
I can imagine the conversation of me saying to them, are you insane? Like, what are you doing? And I can imagine them saying to me, Mike, I'm doing this. Are you coming to the wedding or not? And I can imagine me saying, bro, let's not do this. I can imagine bringing them to my house, having a round table discussion with the boys, still not getting through to them. And I can imagine the conversation ending with everyone laughing, saying, all right, well, fuck it. Where's the stag? Well, what's going on? You know, it depends on the person as well. There's some people that I'll tell them to go fuck themselves. It depends. Like, my stance on this is very flippant. I know most people probably won't agree with me, but I'm sure there's some guys, maybe even some girls that can relate, that have some friends. I've got male friends in my life that do things that I just cannot even fathom. They're still my boys. As long as they're not hurting anybody, then, and as long as they're not like physically hurting themselves or whatever, then. So I guess maybe I let too much shit slide. Yeah, am I the arsehole? Am I the arsehole in this episode?
Yes.
Am I the arsehole?
Yes.
Do you think I'm an arsehole in general?
You know what's funny is that...
Hey, don't dodge that question.
Sorry?
What was the question? Do you think I'm an arsehole in general?
No, you're not an arsehole at all. This segment is called Am I the Arsehole? But whenever we're about to film one, Mike always says, I am the arsehole. All right, so we're going to do one I am the arsehole.
Yeah,
do you have any I am the arseholes?
When have I been the arsehole?
No, I was saying that's what you say to me.
Oh, I am the arsehole.
Are you feeling okay? You're not with me right now.
It's a bit hot in here.
Take your jacket off.
I'll do no such unsavory things on camera.
So you spent all that money on tattoos to cover them up?
Everyone's seen my tattoos by now. I get cussed out for it, but I could wear a top.
There might be a new viewer watching this episode who's never seen your tattoos.
I'm not taking it off in this episode. You better tune in to some other ones.
So, can I show you something?
Yeah.
So you see on this, yeah?
This feels very weird.
It has like... When you're editing, you'll hear it a bit better, yeah.
It's a soundboard.
Yeah. My mum was saying that we should have one on here that says, but I am telling you right now.
I think you do.
Because we always say, I'm telling you, and then I always want to go, right now.
I think you do the voice well enough. Oh, we need that one for you.
We need that one for you.
Oh,
Okay.
that one for you. La La Land. That one's definitely...
La La Land?
Yeah.
That's not very
I
nice.
don't know what's going on up there, but there's some sort of disconnect.
That's rude. You are the arsehole.